Today on Poor Boys RC, we're checking out the Arrma Quake. This truck is built tough. It's two-wheel drive, big tires, built for 50 miles per hour on a 3S battery, 40 miles per hour on a 2S. We'll test that out in today's video. It comes in 3 deadly color schemes. We went with the purple and blue because it looks super synth wavy. Really matches the Poor Boys logo quite nicely, if you ask me. And in a lot of ways, this truck is really just a BLX or a brushless version of the very popular Arma Gorgon. Great price point, awesome looks, super tough, dynamic stability control, waterproof, and even a clipless body. Drop a couple bolts, your rear diff pops out, new mesh safe plate. We got a slipper clutch here. This video is sponsored by BC Hobbies. They're the best hobby shop on Vancouver Island. There's a price tag right there, $409.99. That's Canadian dollars. The Spectrum DSC senses the rate of change to the yaw angle and applies steering correction. You can turn it off, have it low, medium, or high, depending on the surface that you're running on. Love the smell of fresh Arrma in the morning. All right, gang, if you've been around for a while, you know the drill. Let's start off with what is in the bag. Look at that, save 15% on your next Spectrum order. That's pretty cool. And you can elevate your charging experience. Arma Quake technical pack. Got all sorts of technical goodies in here, I'd imagine. Let's see. Here's a giant exploded view of our chassis with part numbers. Wonderful. Quick start guide. If you're new to RC, definitely give that a read through. We've got some tools, and Arrma gives you really nice hex drivers in their kits. That is pretty darn cool if you ask me. Nice big handles on here. I love it. So much better than just a tiny little Allen key. Some QR codes for support and showcase. Even comes with 4 AA batteries. And we still get 1 little Allen key with the kit. We've got a multi-tool here and some collars for your shocks to adjust your ride height or preload. This kit is 1/10 scale and it comes completely ready to run. You just have to add your 2S or 3S battery. It comes with the SLT2 transmitter, which fits really nicely in the hand. It's got a foam wheel on there so you can drive one-handed. Steering dual rate, steering trim, 50, 75, 100% throttle switch, steering reverse, and that little orange button right there lets me know that we have the dynamic stability control, 4 levels of it, which we just discussed a second ago. And I've never seen this before. I like what they've done here. We've got the cool Quake logo on here, and it's even matching the colors that I chose on this body. That's pretty cool because if you're buying a bunch of these cars and you get a lot of these SLT2 transmitters like I have, this is gonna make it really easy to identify and pitch. All right, the Quake, check it out. Oh yeah, that is so satisfying. Man, I love how it looks. Those colors are fantastic. They look really good on the monitor. I hope they look good on your screens at home. My initial impression is just like, wow, this thing looks wicked. They've got a neat combination. Like the roof of the body is kind of in a matte finish. I guess the whole body's in a matte finish. But then there's some parts where it's kind of shiny, where the Quake, kind of the pink fuchsia Quakes are coming through, are shiny. The Quake on the side is shiny. The black in the box is all shiny. I didn't realize that when I bought it. Man, that thing looks so cool. They've got this cool kind of look in the back here. This is definitely gonna help with protection. This is a bit of a weak point on these bodies as you wheelie and do crazy things. They like to rip back here. So I like that they've got this hard plastic here. Same thing in the front. You tell me, does it look cool? Does it look goofy? Kind of got some Jeep angry eyes going on up there. I don't know, it's different and I like it. Now this chassis has been around for a while and it's been used in a couple different applications. Personally, I love it. My Arrma Fury 2 to 3S I reviewed last year. Man, this thing's crazy. It's based on this chassis as well, and it is such a fun car to drive. Let's check out these big tires. Almost looks like a BKT-esque emblem there. We've got a nice tread pattern. I'd say it's medium to medium hard, so you're gonna get some good wear out of that and get a ton of grip. Tires are glued. You can see a little bit of glue there. Beautiful colors on the wheels. Underneath, there's our chassis. It's a very narrow chassis. They've got this neat little battery compartment right here as well. A couple little buttons you press in there and bam. Good for 2 to 3S. Nice skid plates here, the front and the back as well. We got the big wheelie bar back here. And this guy's got Arrma's clipless body retention system. So there's 2 little pins. We'll give those a pull. I'll show you those guys in a second. Inside the body, we see a couple little reinforcements there, front and rear. Plus we got the pegs where these go into your mount into the chassis. And then right there, your pegs go in those holes and then you clip this over like that and that will retain your body in place. Pretty Pretty cool. The only downside is if you get sand and debris in there, it can kind of gum things up a little bit. So just keep an eye on that. That happened to me with my Arma Fury. I run it in some pretty rough conditions and just give it a wash out. These things are fully waterproof, so you just wash it out afterwards. That's what I do, and it works just fine. All right, let's look under the hood. What's powering this machine? Check that out right there. Spectrum Firma 4000 kV, brushless, sensorless motor. Also rocking Arma's 2-in-1 ESC and receiver. Some people love it, some people don't. Personally, I think it works just fine, and I'm a big fan of it. It's got a cooling fan on there. Got a big cooling fan right here on the motor. How about the suspension? Look at that. Looks really, look at that, how much suspension travel we have. Absolutely amazing. I love it. This is gonna be an awesome truck to review. I am stoked. Looks like we're riding on ball bearings in the front here. We got a little shock protection going on there. Fixed links upper and lower. No adjustment to your suspension on this. You got fixed toe, you got fixed camber, you got fixed caster. Everything is fixed. Same with the rear. Again, awesome suspension travel, just tons. I mean, look how active the suspension is. We've got plastic universals putting power from the rear diff into the rear tires. Adjustable preload collars on your shocks. I love the way the suspension feels on it. It's just got so much mobility. We've got the big impact absorbing front bumper with that ring there. Really helps on those big hits. We've got the impact absorbing rear bumper. And I love the colors. I just love how they've matched the colors on everything. They've done a really great job of that. So when you're putting this body on, you've got those two kind of fangs hanging out there. You got two more fangs in the back, and they're just gonna drop right in those holes there and there. Push the pin forward, and boy, oh boy, is that ever a great looking truck. If you guys have any more questions about the Quake, I'm gonna put links down in the description box down below where you can grab one. Let's see how that suspension looks. Oh, it's so plush. Oh my gosh, I love it. That is so cool. Remember, we are still raffling off my Traxxas / Mini 4x4. This guy is available right now. Tickets are a couple bucks, include free worldwide shipping. And guys, we haven't sold many tickets on this thing yet. I'm actually very surprised. I know we don't feature a lot of Traxxas on this channel, but you know, sometimes you want to branch out and try something different. This is a great truck and you can win it for a couple of bucks. Check out that raffle. Links are down below. I think you guys would love it. Back to the Quake. Let's go make it shake. So I'm breaking one cardinal rule here. I'm filming out of sequence. I got the entire skate park to myself. When you get this opportunity, you dive on it. Normally I do my speed runs first. Today, we're gonna get some skate action first. Here's the deal. We're gonna test this guy in 2 batteries today, guys. I got the 6600 milliamp 2S LiPo, and then we're gonna bump it up to 3S with an LIHV or 9500 milliamp to get our 50 mile per hour. Here at the park today, I think 2S is gonna be just perfect. And we're gonna run this thing today exactly how it showed up, meaning I'm not gonna change any of the DSC settings. Although it's super easy to do it, we're not going to. We're gonna run it exactly as the truck showed up. Why? Does that prove anything? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. It's just what we're doing. Giddy up. The suspension is so plush. Look at this walk. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. Boom, shakalaka. Well, first thoughts on this guy. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet, but look at that suspension. I mean, that tells the story all in itself. It's so like motion of the ocean. There's just a lot of suspension. It's pretty cool. I haven't driven one of these before. Could use a little thicker shock oil, I'd think, but that's okay. Heard the slipper clutch doing some slippage there. We're on a high grip surface. That's good. We want that. Let's go see how she handles the big pool. It's funny because driving a big tire monster truck like this from Arma with the big suspension and everything on it, my brain just automatically thinks it's gonna drive like a 4-wheel drive. And it's definitely a 2-wheel drive. There we go. Gotta find a groove with it. Well, what did I say when I started? This is why you film in sequence. You do your speed runs first, because I think I bent this shock shaft. This guy's no longer working. Not cool. Yeah, that's your problem right there. That is not a straight shock shaft. Guys, I'm so bummed out. Tom Lee sends his 30 feet in the air doing quadruple backflips, lands it in a basketball court, and it's fine. And I took a slight little bump and did that. What a bummer. Got a little bit of an S curve to it now because I tried straightening it out, and I think if anything, I'm just making it probably worse. This thing's done. Look at this. That is so disappointing. I had this thing out for 5 minutes. I literally drove it for 5 minutes, and I did this off of like maybe a 2-foot jump. Maybe, guys. I'm not exaggerating. Well, you don't normally have to do this, but maybe today's video, we're going to do this for the first time with an Arma review. We're going to hit that support button. We're going to scan that QR code, see what happens. Well, that's nice. Oops, you've gone off course. We cannot find the page you are looking for. Well, that's not very helpful when I scan your support QR code. Jeez, guys. I guess that means we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and just log on to the old PC and see what happens. Well, that whole situation kind of sucks. I mean, the customer service guy, I get what he's saying. You know, it's not a faulty part or something like that. Guys, man, I swear to you, that was not a hard hit. That thing, you know, this truck should be able to take hits like that all day long and keep on going. This shouldn't even be a conversation. We'll see what they do. I don't know if this guy's got the same length shocks on it. I don't think it does. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe we'll steal a shock from the Fury. Well, I guess the good news is that it looks like the Fury shocks are going to be the same length, the same everything as the Quake shock. So I think I can just steal one from here, put it on there. I guess I'll probably steal both just so the rear end has the same shock sort of values on both sides. Sorry, Arma Fury. You've been so good to me. We'll fix you up again real soon, I promise. What the Fury's ready to run setup is now in the back of this guy. So I don't know, the back end feels like maybe that's a different spring rate with the purple versus the black. So just keep that in mind for the rest of this video because this vehicle may perform a little different than others that don't have different shocks in the rear. All right, folks, we are back. Let's get this guy fired up and let's film this in the proper sequence this time. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So we're gonna start off on 2S. We are on 100% on the throttle position switch. Well, there's a puppy over there. He's gonna want it. Brakes work. What do you figure? Not bad, 37.5 miles per hour. So good little trick is to undo these two screws right here. Yeah, I think if we get these two screws out, we can then reveal the hole. And that'll get that big plug out of the way of that battery box and let our battery fit in there properly. And now you can take your battery cable, run it out like this, and that's gonna make your life a lot easier when trying to fit in larger batteries like this one. I've got completely different suspension in the rear now. Whatever, it's fine. Let's run it. They say we can do 50, so, oh my gosh. It just wants to lift the front tires past half throttle. This thing's nuts. I think we're gonna hit 50 easily, guys. Whoa, boy. I need a longer runway. Wheelie bar works. Whoa! Whoa! Opa! As soon as I give it full beans, as soon as I give it full gas, it just wants to stand up. Even at like, it's gotta be doing at least 35 miles an hour. And I'm halfway down this runway and I pin it and it gets right up on that wheelie bar. We were at 41 miles per hour when we lost it. We lost it when I pinned it. So, might have to come at it this way. I think I have a longer runway. Lawn bowlers, looking mean. Can I zip a car by them? Yeah, I can, let's go. Man. The body started coming up. Guys, I can't get it. I don't have enough runway to get it up to the top speed. It's got a lot more to go. Just whenever I give it the beans, you know, I'm halfway through, I'm doing 38, 40 miles per hour, and I start getting into it, and it just wants to lift. This thing's got a lot of power. Wonder if I could hit 50 while they're watering the grass. Let's find out. Well, the range is phenomenal. But again, as soon as I start getting past the half throttle mark, up the hill here, pin it, there we go. Ooh, it's just floating. But this grass is gonna slow it down a ton. Yeah, we're still at 40.8 miles per hour. Yeah, I don't doubt for a second that it can do 50. It's just you need the right place to do it. At 35, 36 miles per hour, when you really get into the trigger, the front end just, wow, and it just wants to walk away on you. Anyway, we know the speeds are good. No question about that. Other videos, other YouTubers have tested the speeds and it's achieved the box speed. So I think we're good to go on that one. Let's go back to the skate park and see what's going on. I think we'll start her off at 50% since we're still running the 3S pack. We just don't need that much power out here. I'd like to make it more than 5 minutes this time too, if I could. That feels a little sluggish. Let's go to 75. There we go. Definitely a lot more responsive on the 3S pack at 75. Feels nicer than it did on the 2S at 100. That's a funny angle. Coming a little bit hotter on this one. Beautiful. Man, I do love these colors. Okay, we're starting to get some mojo back. Not gonna lie, guys. It's been a long day of filming and customer service calls and some editing and repairs. This is all the same day, by the way. Oh, lawn darted a double backflip. That I'm actually not worried about. These bumpers are so well built, so well designed. Let's go coast to coast, see what we got. Again, this is 75%. Beauty. Double backflip all day long. And I'm still just chilling at 75% of my radio. I could jack it up to 100, but like this thing, if you guys watch this one, as I approach the ramp, especially on this really smooth concrete, the suspension, just the way it moves, it's really easy to get away from you. And you obviously want to hit these ramps as dead on as you can so you don't break anything. So I don't think getting this thing up to 100% throttle on 3S is going to do me any favors at the park today. I do need to make sure I get enough footage to finish a video for you guys here. All right, guys, we got to do just one, 100%. Here we go. I'll do my best to give it a full pop. Oh. That one. That was a quadruple, I think. And we landed it. Did we break anything? Shocks? Rear shocks, are we good? You can do a quadruple backflip, but a little lick on a warm-up, you didn't like it. Whatever, dude, whatever. She's good. Yeah, at 100%, this thing's bananas. Let's dull it down again. So we can do a nice coast-to-coast 75%er. Nice and clean jump, clean landing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, guys, I think it's time to wrap this one up. What do you think about the Arma Quake? Personally, I want to give it my 3 pros and my 3 cons. Starting with the pros, it looks fantastic. You got 3 wicked color options you can go with. Number 2, I think at 409 Canadian dollars, I think that's a really strong price point, considering everything you get. And pro number 3, it's an Arma product. So they're available in tons of stores all over the world. Parts availability is just abundant. They're awesome cars that way. 3 cons. Well, I think I gotta call it the elephant in the room. I was pretty disappointed that I bent the shock shaft on a warm-up session. Not too sure what happened there. Call it a fluke, call it whatever. We'll give it to Arma's customer service people that helped me out right away, and we'll see what happens with that. And I'll let you guys know. I'll do a little follow-up on that in a little bit and let you know how that one pans out. Another con, while I do like the big, soft, soupy suspension, I think it's a little too soupy. And yeah, skate parks are really tough terrain, so maybe it's not the best environment for it, but it is branded as a basher. A lot of us do bash these days at skate parks, and it just feels like it's a little too loose. Maybe some thicker shock oil or something, some stiffer springs would maybe, you know, perk it up a little bit and make it take some of these hits a bit better. And the final con I'd say is that the clipless body system on this truck isn't the best. It doesn't have like a really good click feel. You know, it can be tough to tell whether it's exactly, you know, engaged or not. And as you saw in a couple of hard hits, the body kept coming off, whether it be the front or the back, or maybe, I don't think both ever happened at the same time. But that's another thing that could use some improvement. Not a whole lot to complain about. It's a great truck, great price point. If you guys want to grab one, I got affiliate links down below where you can grab one, help support the channel a little bit, doesn't cost you an extra cent. And again, another shout out to BC Hobbies for sponsoring today's video. Thanks so much, BC Hobbies, for supporting Poor Boys RC and keeping this dream alive. You guys are the best. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Until next time, be excellent to each other.